Okay, what I'm going to do here, this is Kaz. I'm going to make a little modification to this. I got a GoPro mic, thinking, hey, it's just going to plug right into that right there, but of course things don't work out like they should in life, and so it's got a different connector. So on YouTube, I saw something really cool on making a external jack here, so you can actually take the microphone here and plug it in to that and use that and route that into the helmet. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, follow that YouTube instructions and on that. So it's my SJCAM 5000, and basically I got to take this thing completely apart, both sides, so I can make a hole, I think on this side, to put that jack in it. So and then solder it to the board that's inside there. So I'll be doing that, and got this tray so it catches all the screws and everything like that. Well, actually tray, it's this baking pan. And got this nifty little screw set. Had to buy these like 50 screwdrivers, just to get this. But luckily at Walmart it's only like 14 bucks, so that's okay. But they look like that. Pretty cool little bumblebee stuff here. So let me get going now. Alrighty. So first thing I gotta do is like take this thing off, and you pop that off somehow. Oh, one thing I forgot to tell you is that you need to take out the battery. Take that out, and then also take out your memory card there. You want that ruined there, so we'll be doing that also. Alrighty. Alright, what I was able to do is take the little wrench and then you take the battery out and basically work the wrench underneath here, and then you can just kind of pop that out, and we're gonna have to take this off because this piece comes off by taking out all these screws here. We'll do that next, remove those screws. And then on the other side, it's really tricky. You got to come in pretty much straight on this way, and this is a cover, not the actual LCD. So it's a cover, and once you get it in there and pry underneath, you can work your way around and get that popped off. It's just an adhesive there stuck on. So we'll stick that over there and put that over there. And then got to remove these screws here so we can pop that off and take all this stuff out. And that's where we're going to be putting our little jack there for the microphone. So that will be the next step. Okay, just remove that screw there, and I'm going to remove that screw there. Okay, so what I've done is I took out these screws here, and then you have to kind of edge this out, and then so you can lift this off to where you can get to the actual LCD screen. And once you get that lifted up, this is actually connected in there, and you just kind of push that back so you can lift this completely off. And so we got that taken off there. And then you take off all the screws in the corners, and then with a piece of tape, their little security tape or whatever, to make sure that you didn't tamper in it, which obviously you did. You got to get to the other screws and pop that off, so you can just lift this off here, and then you've got the battery housing, and then of course that's more screws to take off to take this completely apart so you can get down to there, and that's where we're going to be soldering that little 3.5 millimeter jack. Okay, what I've done so far, that was stuck on there, so I took that off, took the screws out, got that off, so I can get to pulling off the little battery thing. Now, taking off the two that are right there was easy, but there was one that's hidden way in the back there that took me a while to figure out. Actually, I didn't figure it out. I had to YouTube it again to find out what was holding this thing down. So took that screw out and now got all the exposure. And I believe this is the external mic that is with that comes with this thing. No, actually, no. That's the yeah. I believe that's the mic. So anyway, next thing we're gonna do is see what's next steps. Okay. Last I filmed was everything was completely taken apart, and I was actually working on soldering the 3.5 millimeter jack onto the board. I tried to do that, but I didn't have the right soldering tip. I was able to get the internal mic off. I took that off, and I was trying to solder the wires on. I didn't have the right tip. It's too big, and I was pushing it all around. Didn't have it clamped down, and so I know a friend that does this stuff for a living, and I was like, what the heck am I doing? And I just took it over to him, and it took him about like 10 minutes to do it. And so basically I was able to he soldered it all together, put the jack on there, and basically I put it all together. I had to put a hole in the side of the casing here, and that's the whole jack assembled here. What I did first was I actually moved it over too far over here, and when I was trying to put this cap back on, it was actually interfering, and actually had to move this over a little bit more by widening the hole, kind of making a little slot to kind of move it over this way, and that way I was able to close this properly flat. So I had to make sure where when I do the next camera, I'm going to make sure that where that's at there. So basically I disassembled everything here in reverse order as I disassembled it. Put the card back in, hooked it all up, recorded, works great. Just 2 minutes ago tested the audio on it to see if that actually worked, and it did. So I'm thrilled to death, thanks to my friend, and got it done. So okay, so here's the camera that I put the jack on, and here's the actual microphone. If you couldn't hear me, it wouldn't be working. So it works great. It was pretty much easy if I had the right tips on there, or having a friend that knows how to do this, and it was pretty easy to do. So I'm pretty thrilled with that. Okay.